Welcome to today's Source First channel card read and teachings for the collective soul family. I'm just going to cleanse the space and your space, the crystals and the cards here and to either side of me. I'm going to use the tinctures and there's going to be 3 sharp sounds. One more for the cards. Okay, that's lovely. Clearing the energies. I've already asked Source to use me as a direct channel to deliver messages to you. For those of you who are part of the collective who are energetically aligned. So today we're starting off with the Star Codes Astro Oracle. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Midheaven. I love this card. It just reminds me of the Sun card in Tarot. So here we've got, so the message is actually Pinnacle, which is obviously the top of the summit, isn't it? You know, it's the top of the mountain that you've climbed. It's what you've traversed to achieve what it is that's coming for you. And the sun there in the background just illuminating your pathway now. 3 and 6 is 9. In numerology, sorry, number 9 is about humanitarianism. So just wanting, you know, the goodness for the people around you. It's about universal love and conclusions because it's the end of a cycle, number 9. It's about your spiritual wisdom and completion and closing out a major life chapter. You might have heard me say before that the numbers go from 1 to 10, and so 10 technically, okay, it's the end, but because we break it down to 1 digit for numerology, it then becomes the 1, which is the start of a new cycle. So for me and my channeling, 9 is the end. So something that you have taken care over, something that you have alchemized, something that you have integrated into your soul system, your blueprint, is now going to be coming to fruition for you. I think that's really exciting for the first card out. That is a really positive card, you know, to say, ta-da, it's the end, you know, you've really, really done the hard work, and the flag's flying and everything. Look, I just love that. Next card out was the journey and 11. So we don't, remember in numerology, when we've got double figures, we don't break it down. So 5 and 6 is 11, and 11 in master number is a master number, sorry, it's the master intuitive. So it's about spiritual illumination. This is why I have 1111 tattooed on me. It's about your high intuition. It's about connection to spirit. It's about your psychic awareness and being that bridge between the subconscious and the conscious, okay? The title is Progressions, but the message is Journey. And I love this clock here for symbolizing divine timing. You have been on that journey, and I know it's a little bit cliche, isn't it? You know, we're all journeying on the same path, but we are journeying. It literally is a journey from the beginning to the end, you know, and everywhere that it takes us, wherever it weaves us through, whatever pathway it leaves us, whoever we, did I say leaves us then? I meant to say weaves us. That's a bit of a Freudian slip here. So the pathway weaves us through environments, through relationships, through friendships, through, you know, all sorts of situations, work-wise, family-wise, relationship-wise, environment-wise, you know, and it is all unique to you. But because this is coming after the 9, so each card is standalone, but it does tend to tie in when it's the same message, the same reading for the same message. So the ending there is telling me all about that. Again, you are at the end of this journey. It's divine timing for you now. Maybe you've been a little bit impatient and wanted to get to where you were going quicker than was right for you and your highest good. But divine timing, again, is they keep putting that on me to say to you, you're not anywhere that you shouldn't be. You haven't missed out on anything. You're not late. you haven't missed it, you haven't missed out on anything. Whatever is meant for you will come to you in time, in divine time. Okay, the next card out is Chiron, or Wounded Healer. Time to heal now. When we've learned this lesson, when we've traversed the mountains, remember, so we're at the pinnacle of the mountain range, aren't we? And we've fought the battle, have we not? You know, fought all the demons along the way. It's time now to rest, and it's okay. You know, we're predisposed, aren't we, as a human race? The human race is predisposed to want to be productive all the time. You know, we've got to keep going, we've got to keep moving, got to keep doing, taking on more and more and more. You know, it's okay just to chill, take a step back, delegate some tasks, some responsibilities to other people around you, and just take time for you. When we've had such a spiritual evolution, when we're working through the ascension, when we are ascending on our awakening, the physical body takes longer than the spiritual self, than the soulful self. So you've done all this work internally, which has altered the blueprint for yourself and for your soul, but now it's time for your physical body to catch up. Remembering the physical body is a vessel for the soul, and even though for me the soul is more important than the physical body, we still need to care for that physical vessel. Okay, take time, heal, it's okay. I'm giving you permission. If you need validating, here it is. So today's crystals we've got out are Selenite Thumbstone and Selenite Tower. These are for massive connection to source. Anybody who's not heard me talk about these before, selenite's actually gypsum. It's a closely compacted gypsum. It's very, very beautiful, very, very energetic. And we actually use plates, so you might see them as long, thin plates, or you might see them as decorative round ones, or sometimes as bowls in selenite, and we actually place crystals in them and on those charging plates to actually recharge the other crystals. That's how powerful selenite is. I've actually got some selenite lamps in the shop, which are they are just amazing for creating a really high vibe and energetic energy in your space. If anybody's interested in coming and having a look at those at the cabin at Charity Farm, you're very welcome. Just drop me a note. So we use selenite for spiritual connection, but also to charge other crystals. This beauty here that I cannot stop touching, I absolutely love it. It's so tactile, just fits in the palm of your hand there. I love it. It's like it feels like a mouse, like a computer mouse. That's Malachite. You might have heard me speak about this recently when I went to see my lovely friend and supplier, Mr. Atik. He's in Manchester. And Malachite is a stone of transformation. So that just fits beautifully for me, that I was drawn to pick these crystals today, and then these cards have come out to talk about the progression journey and the reaching the pinnacle in our midheaven. Virtually the sun card, isn't it? You know, because it's just showing me the transformation that's actually happening in the collective, and the reason why I was drawn to pick this stone. It's also the stone for the heart chakra and the solar plexus. What is wrong with my speech today? Solar plexus chakra, and it's about deep transformation, emotional breakthrough and protection, and also leadership. It's like an energetic mirror is Malachite. I absolutely adore it. Right, where shall we go now? I think my trusty, who knows what my trusty guide is? It is my Oracle Animal Spirit deck. Collect, borrow and read. The beautiful patchouli stained cards that smell absolutely glorious. So we've got dragon. Now then, I've got a dragon spirit, and do you know what? I haven't connected to my dragon spirit guide for such a long time, and that has just prompted me to do that. That's another 11 out there. So that's spiritual connection through your guides. Does anybody else know who their guides are, what their guides are? Have you ever done the connection to guides meditations? Let me know in the comments if any of you know who your spirit guides are. Sometimes they're animals, sometimes they're animals in this life, sometimes they're animals in the previous life. But I just love that. I'm gonna do my my meditation tonight. I'll link it in the messages so that I can reconnect with my dragon. I think he's got something to tell me. And that message is power, by the way. So remembering that there's a continuation with the cards, even though they're from different decks, they all tell a story, don't they, you know, as we pull them. And this is about power, because you've done the work, remembering how powerful you are as a soul. Okay, Rhino spirit, number 5, overcome any obstacle. So number 5 in numerology is about freedom and change. I always say it's midway between the cycles, between on the floor, just a minute, between 1 and 10, isn't it? So you're kind of halfway. So you've alchemized something. You're starting to shift gears because you're releasing things that no longer served you as that previous person where you started out on this journey at number 1. So you can overcome anything. There's nothing that can hold you back. Remembering that these journeys that we're on are soul initiated. Nothing can stop you. Nothing. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Don't forget to trust in spirit, you know. It's really easy to get waylaid when in the hustle and bustle of daily human life. But spirit is all around you. All around you. I'm reading at the minute a lovely book. I'll try to link it for you if I remember. Somebody's lent it to me, or a good friend Susan has lent it to me, and it's I'm sure it's called The Spirits of 9/11. Let me just do a quick Google search. It's absolutely beautiful to give another perspective. It might be called The Angels of 9/11. Angels. Just got my laptop here, 1 minute. Yeah, The Angels of 9/11 by Caitlin Walsh. I think Caitlin's actually a friend of my friend Susan's, and so this is why she's lent me the book. But it's absolutely beautiful, and it really describes how spirit interacts with us. Caitlin's expressed the way that she perceives it to occur through her experiences and her knowledge, and it's fascinating. Take a leap of faith. Your team is all around you. Remembering that every choice that you make is guided internally because it's part of your path. Really, if you knew that there's no mistakes, you know, if you knew that where you're going to end up is absolutely the right place for you, you'd never worry about anything. So remembering that, just take that leap and go with spirit. Okay, be here now, be in the present moment. So even though we might be working towards something, we've all got goals, haven't we, and aspirations and places we'd like to be, and, you know, house moves and, you know, different work environments. That's okay. That's absolutely fine to have that ultimate goal. But remembering that as the closer we get to that, what we desire and need then will have changed again. So maybe the goals will have changed, but that's okay because everything's always evolving. But the message is be here now. And the 3 and 34 is 7. And so 7s are all about spirituality. It's about your inner wisdom, your analysis and your truth seeking of introspection of self and what it is that you actually need now. So there's something called the now moment, where we literally are just only ever creating this now moment and this now moment and this now moment. And if we can look at it like that in sharp bursts, it's much easier to manage your emotions, your desires, your needs, your wants, your responses to things. if you just understand that it's just this now moment that's important. Okay, one more card. So what am I using there? I am using the Herbal Astrology Oracle. I do like these. They're still quite new to me, so I am getting used to them, but I love the artwork. There's multiple messages on them, which is fascinating, because then, you know, for each reader you've got different aspects, haven't you, that will pop out. Let's have a look at that one. Ooh, the cannabis plant. So chill, man. Detachment. So you might have heard me talk about detachment before, and we're not speaking about a cold-hearted detachment where we're not interacting emotionally. That's unhealthy. We're talking about higher perspective detachment. We are talking about not allowing other people's projections, other people's view of the world, their experiences. Remembering my analogy of the building that we're all in, and we're all looking out at different windows. Shall I take that one? No. We're all in the same building looking out at different windows, and some people's experiences will have, of what they're looking at, will change their outlook on life. So if you've got an idea in your mind, in your soul of self, that you want to do something, and you start asking opinions of people, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Everybody's going to give you their different opinion based on their experiences and knowledge and where they are on their journey as well. Yes, it's good to have a second opinion, but remembering not to detach from yourself so much that you are listening to other people and letting them sway your decisions, your choices. And detachment. So back to that, the fact that everybody has a different viewpoint because of what they've experienced since they were born. And that doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It can be obviously positive as well. Things that have shaped other people. When they are viewing, when we are viewing another person's world, it can be difficult not to project onto that person because of your own experiences. And so Spirit is asking you that when, or reminding you, I should say, that when you detach, there's a response time between responding and reaction. So you have a choice. There's a minuscule part of a second where you can make a choice to not respond, react to something that somebody is projecting onto you. And that is healthy detachment, where we can step back, we can split second remember that that person is reacting because of something that maybe has happened today, something that's maybe happened in their lifetime that they're holding on to, that's triggered them because of something that's going on with you. And when we can detach like that, it's so much easier for us. It's so much healthier for us, because we don't let other people affect us. And that's where it's good to be able to protect your energy so that other people's projections don't actually affect you. Okay. I've just noticed on the card that the soul is lifting. Can you see from the body there? And the soul is there detaching from the physical self. And I actually see myself as, it's not talking about split personality here, folks, but literally my body is one thing, my physical self is one thing, and my soul, the seat of who I am in this lifetime, is a whole other aspect of myself. And so depending on how I interact with people, depends on where they are on their journey, depends on which version of me you get, whether you get the human Sarah or you get the soulful Sarah. And Spirit is saying about the detachment there, because it is possible to detach based on your surroundings, your environment, and the people that you are surrounding yourself with. So the message there is duality, isn't it? It's doubled there. So then we've got Palo Santo. I do love a bit of Palo Santo. It is it's a tree, but I'm just trying to think of the scent. It's like woody. It's very, very heady, very lemony, very citrusy. And I use it after I've saged. You don't have to use it solely after you've saged. You can use it just as a standalone cleanser, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's very fragrant. Small sticks they look like, and it burns quite differently to sage, but still does a mighty fine job. So there's 2 on the floor here. And the message there is guardian. And remember, I always say that the car looks like the will-o'-the-wisp, doesn't it? But yeah, you're surrounded again. You know, we were talking about this, weren't we? And one of the other cards, but ancestors surrounding you. I can't remember where it is now. Take a leap of faith. I don't know which one it was. Where was it when we were talking about healing, maybe? Anyway, your team are always around you. You've got guardians that are looking after you. So when we think about angels, so it freaks some people out talking about angels. They're not, in my understanding, it's my understanding that angels are not like the little cherubs that they're portrayed to be. They're warriors. You know, they carry swords and they've got shields and they wear armor. And they are tough, you know, they're badass. They really, really stand up for us and protect us and help us. And they guard us. They are our guardians, okay? So call in your team to protect you. They can't interfere. They can't intervene unless you ask for their assistance. So just ask them. Team, spirit team. You can ask for angels if specifically you want to, or you can just ask for your spirit team, because that covers everything. It covers your passed on loved ones, your higher self, your ancestors, your angels and your archangels. So, you know, it's just a quick way of asking for them. If you call them team, and they will come in and help you and guide you along the way. You know, you've really got to still be aware. You've got to hear the messages from them. You've got to be able to listen to yourself and what it is that they're impressing on you, because then you will hear, feel. So it's like a knowing, but then try not to dismiss that knowing, because it's something that is unknown to you, if you understand, you know. Call them in, see what you feel, see what you get back, look for the signs, look for the synchronicities. And that's your team guiding you, protecting you, and showing you the way, okay? We've also got 55 there, which is another master number, which is master of change, basically a 55, high frequency transformation, breaking away entirely from old karmic shackles. Remembering it's halfway in the cycle between 1 and 10. So whatever it is that you're moving away from between 1 and 4, 5 is the card that signals that you are releasing that, okay, that you're letting go of it. Next card out is Cordyceps. I actually don't know what that is. That's new to me. That card is 26, which in numerology is an 8, which is about abundance and material success. And now let's just have a quick look. Cordyceps. I am drawn to the eagle. Oh, it's a fungi. It's a mushroom. Cordyceps, spiritual benefits. Higher awareness. Okay. So it acts as a bridge between the earthly endurance and higher awareness. Okay, that's good to know. I'm always learning. And I'm really drawn to this eagle. Remember, I talk about eagles fly alone. When we're on this journey, it can be very, very difficult to find like-minded souls, your soul tribe. Call them in, ask them to be brought to you, for you to encounter them, to support you, and for you to support them. Eagles fly alone, pigeons flock together. And this card is about revival. And see, the eagle is just soaring, isn't it? You know, it's been revived. It's done all this work. It's healed. It's rested. It's taken its time. And now it's ready to go. And we are literally on the brink of something now. I don't know if anybody else feels this energetically, but like every day I'm like, is it today? Is it today? Because I just feel, that something is going to just change. I don't know what it is. I can't say it's nothing bad. It's quite exciting actually. But I just feel that it is very, very near. Let me know your thoughts on that if anybody else is feeling it. Ashwagandha is the next card out, and that is number 54, which is a 9. So again, ending of cycles. Just let me get the exact meaning of ashwagandha. I know it's a hallucinogenic, isn't it? To let's have a look. Spiritual benefits. Ayurvedic traditions, it's considered a premier rejuvenator that balances the root chakra, reduces stress, and fosters a deep, tranquil connection to your inner self. I know that people go to like sweat lodges, don't they, and do ashwagandha, and it's like a huge connection to source, to spirit, to your higher self. I love the imagery on there. I could be mistaken, but I do believe that that is the North Node symbol there. It's depicted as the upside down horseshoe, and I think that's what it is. Now, your North Node is all about your purpose in life. Oh, that's what it says, purpose. It's all about your purpose in life, why you're here. I actually do a free service for my clients, whereby I can tell you your North Node. I'll link Cafe Astrology, who I recommend, to get your natal chart, your birth chart done, and you literally just put in very basic information of where you were born, the time you were born, and it throws up loads of interesting information. I'm just trying to think what else you have to put in, but I can't remember. Oh, the place you were born, time and place, and your date of birth. That's it. And it throws up loads of information, really interesting, about kind of like your character traits and who you are as a person, as a human. But it also gives you a natal chart, which is depicted in a round circle, and there's lots of little symbols like these dotted around. And you can either look for that one yourself, which is the upside down horseshoe, or you can just screenshot it to me. If you go on to perfecttherapies.online, you can message me directly from there, or if you Google me, Perfect Therapies, you can just WhatsApp me straight from there. Send me the screenshot and I'll tell you what your North Node is, and you can go away and research it. So with the North Node, it's like your guiding light. It's like the North Star that you need to follow for guidance, for who you are becoming, what you are meant to be, and that we are coming away from the South Node, which is things that we're overcoming and leaving behind, and lessons that we're learning, and we're moving from the South Node to the North Node of the moon, and that is basically will help us if you are not sure, if you're unsure of why you are here this time around. It will help you with careers, with who you are, kind of what it is that makes you tick. It's really, really interesting. So if anybody wants to take me up on that, just drop me a line. Now, did we have this deck? I don't think we did. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's have a Kyle Grey. Let's have a Kyle Grey, but we're going to read what the angel card is today. He looks like Gandalf. Gandalf the Great. Okay, what do you want us to know, Spirit? What message for the collective? If not, anybody doesn't want to watch me shuffle, I like to do it on camera for integrity and transparency. Put those timestamps in the description. So we've got strength and guidance. And there's the vortex again. I think we had this the other day, didn't we? HRJKLMNOPQRS. There we go. So don't underestimate the power of your soul. Amen. That's what I was telling you before. Thank you, Spirit. You are a strong and resilient soul with the capacity to rise above any challenge. Didn't we have that card? Didn't we have that card? I am absolutely certain that we did. That, overcome any obstacle. Yes. Your soul has the capacity to rise above any challenge. Divine intervention is taking place at this time. Remember, divine timing. Whatever is occurring in your life is providing a real learning curve for your soul. You are becoming more and more aware of what will lead you to fulfill your purpose and what will divert you from your joy. So that's your north and south node. Your angel guide is encouraging you to recognize that the feelings that are coming to you now are guidance that will help you understand the steps that you need to take and the moves that you need to make in order to be aligned with abundance and support. I love that. There is another message there extended. Should we read that? Angels are encouraging you to dig deep and hold your station. Hold the line. If you are wondering what the next step is, know that it will be revealed in due course. This just reminds me of the healing card. So we've done some big ass lessons, you know. Now we're in healing phase and we just need to wait. Like I said to you, I feel like something is coming. So if you are wondering what the next step is, know that it will be revealed in due course. Don't change your plans or your vision or your goals for anyone. This is not a time to take drastic action, but to remain committed and strong. Hold the line. Keep up the good work. Angels are encouraging you to recognize the power of your prayers and intentions at this time. Recognize too that angels are with you and willing to guide you on your journey. Your family, I asked you to call them in before. The universe itself is with you. If you trust in it, you will draw down the power of the cosmos, and the right steps will be revealed in such a way that it will be effortless for you to take them. Know that it's not your job or duty to know everything that's unfolding. Sometimes, you know, sometimes life is a mystery, isn't it? You know, sometimes spirit just needs to keep it to itself and we can't know everything and we must trust. Know that it's not your job or duty to know everything that's unfolding. Just take one step at a time until the solution and outcome are revealed. Have faith. Positive things are happening. Beautiful. Righty. So we've got the Crystal Medicine Oracle next by Rachel Sharman. I love these being round. They're a little bit different. Nice and colourful and lots of information on them. So what do we need to know from this deck, Spirit? That one. Black Tourmaline. Now that's for protection, isn't it? I always say that looks like big lumps of coal. Cleansing. So you're being asked to cleanse. Cleanse your space, cleanse yourself, cleanse your home, cleanse your car, cleanse your workspace. Remember we had Palo Santo come out before. I've actually got some kits of sage, Palo Santo, a stick of selenite and a clear quartz crystal for cleansing. If anybody is interested in buying those, I think they're $11.99. They're in the shop in the cabin, or I can send one out online with P&P. I don't want to take all those, but I will just say the top one is self-mastery, and that's a 9 as well. Well, 27, which is a 9. So we are about to upgrade. Whatever it is that's happened to you, for you, with you, because of you, it's been a huge lesson for you. Let me just see what Topaz is, because I'm not sure off the top of my head. Topaz, spiritual. Stone of love, good fortune and manifestation. Well, there we go. Next card out. Oh, divine feminine. Oh, yes, siree. Yes, siree. We have big purposes when this card comes out. If you're listening to this message, you are here for a real big ass reason. The divine feminine is like the ultimate archetype that helps to move stagnant times. It's a helper of humanity. If you're connected to your divine feminine, if you know what I'm talking about when I say about the divine feminine, you really need to research this, because you have, and I really urge you to do your birth chart or your natal chart and find out what your North Node is if you don't know already, because you have got some real big good luck coming to you. Divine feminines are here to represent humanity, to move them forward into the new earth. If anybody knows what I'm talking about there. Oh my god. Whoa. So this is like the archetypal duo here. I'm not really like a love channel. I don't, okay, you know, if they force it out, then absolutely. But this is that you have also got your divine masculine on your way to you as well. It could also be, though, the balancing of divine feminine and divine masculine, because we do also have both male and female in ourselves, which really needs to be balanced, so that we've got harmony in self and peace. Take it how it resonates, that, but that is super. And the next card out is moving forward. And look at the arrow there. I feel like we're kind of like when you pull back the bow, that's where I feel we're at, and we're just about to be twanged forward in self-expression. We're going to end on that one. I love the blue in that, because actually I just told you like we're going to do a sacred forest as well. I love the blue in that because it represents your throat chakra and being able to speak your needs. Not being able to speak as in, hi, how are you, how's the weather? Speaking your deep emotional needs, self-mastery. I do contemplate sometimes if I was ever, I'm sure I must have not ever been able to speak what I need. I'm sure I have overcome that. I'm sure that I was meeker and milder and afraid to say, but you know, I'm here to kind of validate for you today that whatever it is you want to express, it's okay. It's okay to say what you need, what you'd prefer not to do, what you would like to do, what you want. It's okay to say they're just words. And you know, how anybody else takes your truth, your self-expression, your expression of self, that you absolutely don't have to repress for anybody. And how anybody else takes that message is not your business. If you deliver it in a nice way, it's always all in the delivery. Okay, if you wait until you get so frustrated and pent up and annoyed that you explode and spit it out, that's not going to be received in the best way, is it? But if you come from a peaceful place at a time where you're neutral, that you're not emotional, and say what you need, it's okay to say what you need. If you don't stick up for yourself, who's got your back? Love. I like that we're ending on that. Self-love, self-love all the way. Love of self. Like I was just saying there, if you don't have your own back, who the heck does? It's up to you to care for you. It's not up to anybody else to care for you the way you need caring for. Self-love is not selfish. And I'm going to end there. Thank you so much for listening. I shall put all the links that I mentioned. If I forget any, please somebody prompt me. Namaste to Spirit for channeling through me, and thank you for your continued support.